What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Cigars and Whiskey for our next review. Today we're doing a review inside, and I'm doing it from actually one of the cigar shops in my area in Glendale called I Spy Cigars Club. And it's kind of a slow afternoon, so I figured I might as well take advantage of the quietness up until we'll find out. But we're reviewing today the, if you haven't had it yet, it's the Casa Cuevas Habano. And like I said, it's going to be an awesome review. At least I think so. But you know, guys, previously you'll see that I did a Maduro. They also have a Connecticut here in the shop that I'm at. But the Habano, I definitely want to try. A lot of people are into that. So with that said, let's go ahead and we'll get into the pre-draw. All right, guys, in the pre-draw of the cigar, we are doing the Casa Cuevas, as I said, Habano. This is the Toro, the 6x50. This is a Ecuadorian Habano wrapper, a Nicaraguan binder, and a Dominican and Nicaraguan filler. Now this cigar I purchased here at this shop, and they're charging about $7 for the cigar, so it's probably between $7 and $10, just all depending on what shops carry Casa Cuevas. But like I said, you can see it is not, because it's a Habano, it's more of a milk chocolatey wrapper. It's got really tight seams, as you can see, and real minimal veins. The construction of the Casa Cuevas cigars, man, I'm telling you, they are, they're good. I've never had issues with construction or burn. And you watch, I say that and I might have issues. It might just be me, I don't know. But we'll go ahead and go into the pre-draw. So I did cut it straight off. It's just a straight cut on the top. I am getting I'm getting a little bit of a milk chocolatey profile, more of a cocoa, not so much a sweet chocolate, but more of like a cocoa profile. I'm getting a little bit of a sweet hay, or maybe like a fresh alfalfa smell off of the foot. But like I said, not too, I've noticed with Casa Cuevas, and I'm not trying to disrespect them at all, but they're very simple profiles, easy for people to find and identify. They might get complicated on some people's palates, but for the most part, when I smoke them, I don't have that issue. I have straight to the point profiles and just really great performance on the cigars. But with that said, we're going to go ahead and get into the first third, again, of the Casa Cuevas Habano, and this is the Toro. All right, just lit it up. I am getting a little more of that chocolate profile. I also am getting a little bit of that hay, that sweet hay profile. Like I said, just started, so not a lot of profiles just yet. And for those out there, I know a lot of you have asked because of the sometimes the complex profiles I'm giving in the review. Doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get the same thing. It just means that's what I'm noticing with my palate over the many cigars I've smoked and tried. But like I said, always try new cigars. That's my opinion, because you never know when you come across a gem or a certain type of cigar you like. The problem is, I've found that when you like one or two cigars, you can like them, but that they're always going to be around, and it could change. And I only say that because recently, with all of the hurricanes and some of the cigar areas, you know, the crops are going to taste different year to year, and so some of those profiles or those memorable notes you get may not be there because of something that happened. Or they run out of tobacco and then they can't blend it exactly the way they wanted to blend it when you tried it. So with that said, be very open to trying a lot of new cigars. But man, with that said, we're going to keep going through it. I'll be back to give you a little bit of the first third again, and then we will keep going. So stay tuned. All right, everybody, still in the first third. I am now noticing a little more of a black pepper, a little bit of a cinnamon on the back of the palate. And I am getting a slight earthiness, I wouldn't say like dirt, but like an earthy profile. And a little bit of a sweetness, like maybe a dried fruit of some kind. I haven't put my finger on exactly which one, but it's pretty good. So we'll keep going. I'll be back with the second third right after this. All right, everybody, back with our second third, or ending of our first third into our second. I am noticing just a little bit of a construction issue. As you can see, it isn't burning razor sharp. It doesn't mean it's bad. It just means it hasn't given. If you give a cigar time, it'll even itself out. But the ash is staying on pretty well. It does get a little flaky, so be careful when you're smoking it. Don't be doing anything you don't want ash in your lap. Just suggestion, just saying. But as we get into that second, third, I'm starting to notice a little more of a black pepper profile, a little stronger predominant than it was in the first. I also am noticing like a fresh bread profile. To me, it reminds me like fresh wheat bread that you just, like grandma just made and you just cut off a slice while it was still hot. That's what I'm getting. And I am noticing a little bit of that cinnamon still on the back of the palate, but it seems like it's kind of fading away. But all in all, like I said, very straightforward profile in my opinion. Very simple to pick up on the profiles. I'm not saying if you don't get those profiles, by all means, do not know what you're doing. It just means you may have not smoked as many cigars as me, because I smoke quite a few. So my palate is used to different profiles, and since I'm always doing reviews, I'm looking for different profiles versus just stereotypical this flavor, things like that. With that said, I'm going to keep smoking away on the Casa Cuevas Habano. I'll be back with our final third, my final thoughts, right after this. Alright everybody, in the final third of our review of the Casa Cuevas Toro Habano 6x50, we're getting a lot more of the black pepper notes, a little more of the bread profile. The cinnamon is pretty much gone. Getting a sweet fruit, almost, I would say, between an apricot and maybe almost a raisin profile. But again, like I said, you might not even get that, but that's okay. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, always hit like, leave your comments. Thanks again for tuning in to Cigars and Whiskey. Have a great day, have a great smoke, and I will see you next time.